That says smooth brain pistol of violence.
Smooth brain.
Hey, welcome to the first episode of Epic Freebies. This is going to be a series where I attempt to review every game given away for free in the Epic Store. This week's game is going to be Torchlight 2. So, Torchlight 2 is an action RPG that takes place in a pretty interesting fantasy world. Got randomly generated dungeons, and it's got unique enemy designs in every single one. Got like rat people, roach people, and bony people. It's got a more cartoony art style than the Diablo franchise, which I think will make the visuals hold up better in the years to come compared to Diablo. I've never been to ARPGs all that much, and I've only played Diablo 3 for about an hour, but Torchlight 2 feels like a pretty accessible starting point if you've got any interest in the genre. There are 4 different classes, each being able to be customized with like your choice of hairstyle, your hair color, gender, and each of them have like 3 different skill trees, resulting in some pretty diverse play styles, even between 2 different people playing the same class. In this footage you're watching, I'm playing as the Outlander, which is a character that specializes in like ranged attacks with guns, wands, bows, and I found it to be pretty cool. Gameplay wise, it's a pretty standard romp through a top-down fantasy world. It's a lot of clicking if you're like me and you forget to use your spells, which I found to be pretty fun at first. At the time of this recording, my friend and I are about only 8 hours into the game, which I believe is about halfway through the second act, and there's 3 acts in the game, and I'm feeling pretty fatigued with the whole mindless clicking, and I don't know if that's because of my ADHD or the way I'm playing the game, but it's like it's just something to keep in mind if you pick up the game.
Take this as a token of gratitude. How about no?
You've gained in fame.
The loot system's pretty cool, and I don't really have the experience to compare it to other games in the genre, but oftentimes I feel overloaded with useless garbage that doesn't really even sell for that much. Just kind of clogs up my inventory. The game's got this pet system where you can load up your pet with items and send them back to the town to sell the items for you, and which feels pretty neat and accessible at first, but oftentimes leads me to just shift clicking everything into my pet's inventory and just sending them to town every 2 minutes when it comes back off cooldown. Now, what sold me on the game is the co-op multiplayer. The world needs more co-op multiplayer. It needs to come back. If you're watching this video after the free week on Epic and are on the fence about purchasing the game, get yourself a friend or like up to 5 friends to purchase this game, and it'll be a pretty fun time, especially if you're a fan of the genre. Just being able to have one friend kind of guide me through a game in a genre that I have very little experience in was pretty essential to me just being able to enjoy the game. I can't really see myself playing this game by myself. I don't know if that's a me thing, but it's definitely something to keep in mind if you're looking to purchase this game and just play it by yourself. All in all, I definitely recommend Torchlight 2 for a group of like 2 to 6 friends who love Diablo or just action RPGs in general. I wasn't too into the story, but gameplay wise, I found it to be quite fun, especially for the first 8 to 10 hours playing through. It's just fun to steamroll through dungeons, kill bosses, find loot. So I'd check this out, especially if you get it from the Epic Games Store this week. Thanks for watching the first episode of a series I'd like to find a cooler name for. If you've got any ideas, leave them in the comments. I want to use the word epic because I think it's a funny word, and I have a reason to use it because the store is called the Epic Games Store. So let me know. Give me your best epic names. Anyways, I hope you tune in next week where I'm going to be covering both Next Up Heroes and Tacoma. See ya.
King Pog? Oh,
King Pog.
it's King Pog.